The following segment is sponsored by Intermountain Healthcare and the Utah Department of Health.
We have state epidemiologist Dr. Leisha Nolan with us today for Baby Your Baby because of childhood vaccines, specifically COVID-19 today. Thanks so much for being with us, Doctor. Yep. What do parents need to know the most, 5 to 11-year-olds, about the COVID-19 vaccine?
Yeah, I think parents really should be excited because now they have the option to protect their children that are in that younger age group. So we know that 5 to 11-year-olds, they're having a significant illness with COVID. I think everybody thinks, oh, little kids, they don't get sick with COVID. But unfortunately, a lot do. And we're seeing that more and more here in Utah. And I think it's really important for parents to know they can protect their kids. And that's through that vaccine.
Okay, what about side effects on kids?
Yeah, so happily, side effects are really minor. It's really the same side effects we saw for adults. You know, the achy arm and maybe like one day of maybe feeling a little under the weather. But happily, we're not seeing bad side effects in these little kids. I actually talked to the Children's Hospital here in Utah yesterday, and they haven't seen any emergency room visits, no visits that are related to vaccine side effects. That's really reassuring.
There was a concern about myocarditis, right?
Yeah, so myocarditis is the thing that we are watching really actively for. And we know that myocarditis in the adult population is predominantly in males in their teen years. And that actually reflects the overall prevalence of myocarditis, even without a vaccine. That's what age usually gets that kind of illness. Little kids, they don't usually get that illness. And in the clinical trials, they didn't see any cases of that. And so far, we aren't seeing it here in Utah. And the data is not coming in from the U.S. showing that either. So we're keeping a close eye on it, but so far it does not look like a risk for these younger kids.
This is probably because of the smaller dose, right?
Smaller dose, and it's also just their bodies react differently to vaccines than all of us.
Okay, what if kids have already had COVID-19?
Yeah, so we know that having COVID-19 can help protect people against a future infection, but we also know it's not perfect. And adding on that vaccine really gets a whole other level of protection, and we really encourage people, even if they've had COVID-19 or their kids have had COVID-19, go get that shot because it's better to be safe than have to go through that all again.
Okay, talk to the top doctor in Utah about the COVID-19 vaccines. Thanks so much for your advice.
Yes, thank you.